So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you why you should quit the make money online space if you are doing this type of traffic strategy. Remember to please smash the subscribe button and let's get straight into it. Now, in case you don't know, my name is James Bartram. I'm a multiple six-figure marketer. I'm the founder and creator of the DM Academy, which helps affiliate marketers master my proprietary DM system to generate high-ticket commissions. Now, I started affiliate marketing back in 2016. I was buzzing to get started. Super excited. Like, I was so hopeful of the amount of money that I was going to be generating. I was running call centers at the time, right? And I was working like 9 in the morning till 9 in the evening. Super exhausted. I need a way out. Like, I really needed a way out of what I was doing. So I looked into affiliate marketing. Kind of like how I got into it was probably a story for another video. But I got into affiliate marketing, and as soon as I started, like, I literally drove some solo ads to an offer. I made 3 sales. I was absolutely buzzing. Like, you can imagine, like, having an investment. I made an investment of around about like $2,000. And then, like, literally the first day I started driving traffic, which was literally the first day I started doing it, because I didn't even run through all of the training. I skipped bits, understood that I just needed to get traffic, paid someone to drive traffic through their solo ads to an offer, made 3 sales. Like, I was on cloud 9, right? Because in my head, I was going like, wow, like, this is just going to compound and compound and compound, and I'm already making sales. Woke up the next day, all 3 of those people refunded. And then what happened after that period of time was me focusing on a whole bunch of different traffic strategies, sometimes for a couple of weeks, moving on to the next one, a couple of months, moving on to the next one. And I went through this vicious cycle of shiny object syndrome. It wasn't until 2019, December the 2nd, 2019. I used to run call centers for a living. That was my job, right? I was walking to work on December the 2nd, 2019, thinking about how I was going to be running the day, how I was going to be motivating people and those kind of bits for the day, which is something I would typically do every single day. That was like one of my core responsibilities in the job role. And I was told that the company I was working for went insolvent. So I was out of income. Like, it was December the 2nd. It was before Christmas. Didn't have any money for presents, like rent, bills, all of that kind of stuff. And I think in those moments, you like really sink or swim. And fortunately for me, I swum during that period of time. I didn't know that that's how I was going to react, but I certainly swum during that period of time. And what I mean by that is I just became disciplined. I didn't crumble. I just became disciplined. I understood that, like, I had an opportunity in affiliate marketing to be generating some cash. I knew I didn't nail it by any stretch of the imagination up until that point. In fact, I would say I massively failed at that point. I tried a whole bunch of different strategies. Nothing was working for me. But the one thing that I did know myself is that I used to run cold calling centers for a living, right? So I used to be on the phones making phone calls to strangers. Like, we'd pick up the phone book, we'd dial numbers, we'd sell stuff. And within like 10, 15 minutes being over the phone speaking to a stranger, because we were so good at it and we were ethical, by the way, I think that's really important to say. People would get their wallets out and, they'd provide us their card information over the phone. I did that for a while. Then I was like coaching people, like to master the skill set of cold calling. And then it got to the point where I was like running the call center, right? So I knew that I had a way of talking to strangers and converting those people into customers. I just never put it online. And I was thinking like, okay, well, I don't want to be doing cold calling for the make money online space, but what's the next best thing, or what's the next better thing? DMs. So I put the framework and the structure of what I created in the call center, and I put it inside of DMs. And I was speaking to people one-on-one. And it was a complete game changer for me, like speaking to people one-on-one. And I look at like where the affiliate industry is now, like where is the make money online affiliate marketing industry now? And I look at it and I think it's a right state. I think it's a mess, massively. I see people coming online with a circumstance they need to change in their life. Like, for me, my circumstance was I just hated the exhaustion of my job. Like, I was working many hours over what I was salaried for, and I wasn't getting kind of reimbursed for that time because that was just part of the job role, right? Which I agreed to. And like, my job role was dependent on other people. Like my job role was dependent on someone coming in to the day ready to tear it up, not going out the previous night before, getting drunk and being hungover, and then having to deal with that person to try and motivate them to just want to do their job. So everything that I could earn was reliant on everyone else in my team. So it's all these elements. I was like, look, I want uncapped earning potential. I know I've got the work ethic. I know I've got the hard work. I want affiliate marketing to work. And for years, it wasn't working for me, right? For years, it wasn't. And then suddenly, like, I lose my job, which is like financial rock bottom, right? And I become more disciplined than ever. And now it became like non-negotiable for me. Like now I have to make this work, right? So I then started putting in the effort in DMs. And I look at like people, like I was saying, the circumstance that they need to change in their life could be they're in debt. They want out of their job like I did. They want to go on more holidays. They want to just stop surviving. They want to like actually earn some money and like have a bit of freedom in their life, right? So they come online into affiliate marketing and they've got no authority, no following. They're at a place where they probably haven't got any confidence at all. And what are they told to do? They're told to focus on the one-to-many traffic strategies. What do I mean by one-to-many traffic strategies? I'm talking about creating content, doing ads, building funnels, building an email list. Now, I'm not knocking the effectiveness of those methods, right? Like what you're watching right now is content. You probably got to this content from my email list, right? But I am in a very different place in business than what I was in 2016. I'm in a very different place in business than maybe what you are right now, right? And it's really important that people do things in stages. Like for me, like just to go back to the call center, right? For 2 seconds, like we built the call center from the ground up, right? When the whole call center was built, we didn't just sit there waiting for the phone to ring. We picked up the phone book and we started dialing numbers, right? And that mentality and that ethos for me is like lacking amongst 99% of affiliates in the marketplace. Like it is all for them about almost being brainwashed. And I refer to it as, especially in the academy, right? Our mission is to unplug people from the affiliate matrix because people are taught to do all of these one-to-many traffic strategies. Like they're taught to brand themselves as almost like a guru, a mentor, a teacher, an educator when they haven't achieved the outcome of making money online. It's like going to a hairdresser's and just before they cut your hair, they're going like, James, I haven't actually cut anyone's hair before. Hey, I probably wouldn't let that person cut my hair, right? Same thing online. Like if someone hasn't achieved the outcome of making money online, I ain't listening to that person. And that person shouldn't feel like they have to bare their soul, be super vulnerable in order just to build trust. Remember, I come from a place where I can pick up the phone book, dial a number, and within 10, 15 minutes, providing I know how to talk in terms of tonality, pace, I know the structure of a conversation, I know the skill set of how to do that, well, I can talk to that person, and that person will bring their wallet out and give me their card details. Yet online, hordes of people. We're talking tens, hundreds, thousands of other people who haven't achieved the outcome of what the industry needs, which means they haven't achieved results. They haven't got a following. They haven't got authority. And most of all, they haven't got authenticity and confidence in what they're doing. But they're branding themselves as like the guru, mentor, teacher, educator type of vibe. They're creating content amongst the same topics and themes as other people. Some of those people are also promoting the same products and offers. And like some people's following, they go like, I've got like 1,000 followers. Hey, great. I'm not knocking the hustle. I'm not knocking the work ethic, right? But that 1,000 followers is not unique to yours, especially in a very congested and saturated marketplace. That 1,000 followers is also 1,000 followers of that person, that person, that person, that person, that person. Who are they going to go with? Who are they going to go with? The person who's creating the same type of content, maybe with just a different spin? The person who's sharing their story? Or, hey, the person who is cool, like the person who's nice, the person who's getting results. That's how it's always got to start with. And affiliate marketing is a very simple business model. And that's why it's so effective. You're literally connecting other people to products that you haven't created yourself. It's just online these days, affiliate industry is a mess because suddenly that leverage that you have with affiliate marketing where you're leveraging someone else, it's almost gone. For the vast majority of people, they're branding themselves as the solution. And that's not what it is on day one. On day one, it's not that at all. And that's where DMs come into it. And that's where, like, I'm talking about my DM Academy comes into it. because we take all of that into account and we appreciate that, we respect it, and we've created a process, or I've created a process where affiliates can come to me. They don't need to be branding themselves like a guru, a teacher, an educator, a mentor, or anything like that. They don't need to be creating content. So they don't need to be getting on reels and stories or anything like that. They don't need to be messing about with ads when they're beginning, because all of these elements that I'm talking about right now, whilst they are effective later on down the line, they're a massive, massive time investment to get to any level of expert level with any of this stuff, or even to a good level. And with ads, you're also looking into the picture of like a lot of money into it, like a lot of budget. I say over a 12-month period as well. Not looking at funnels, not doing email lists. All they're doing is focusing on my structure that I created in the call center, which I refer to as my 5-step DM framework, right? They focus on that, speaking to affiliate marketers, right? They focus on the 5-step DM framework. They bring those leads to me for a really sophisticated follow-up process. So those leads then ping over to me. I follow up with those leads, and then I close those leads for my affiliates. And then we split the commissions straight down the middle, 50-50. So they are focusing on lead generation without the content, the branding, the ads, the email list, the funnels, any of that stuff, or even personally selling anything themselves. Now, I'm never the person who's going like, hey, if that person, once they've hit like 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K, and they're mastering lead generation, 10K, like whatever it is, and they're going, James, look, I want to now take some steps to, create content. Cool. That's the right time to do it, right? Because your content and all of those one-to-many traffic strategy methods are going to become so much more effective because of the authenticity that you now have with the confidence and the experience that you have with your results. And suddenly you're creating elements that you wouldn't even be able to comprehend on day one. And some people as well just stick with focusing on the lead generation through DMs. DMs is always a part of everything because it has to be. Because that is an outreach, outbound strategy. And if you showed me a business that isn't focusing on outbound, I'm going to show you a business that is leaving money on the table. So I believe, and this might sound harsh, you should quit the make money online space if you are focusing on the one-to-many traffic strategies. If you're in the place where you're struggling to get results, or you're struggling to generate or you're struggling to generate consistent results and your results are sporadic, or you're just starting out and you don't know which kind of thing to truly focus on, and you're looking into the one-to-many traffic strategies, or you're doing them, right? Heed my advice. I just base things around logic. It's not about hype. It's not about being marketed to. It's about looking at things logically. This space is very congested and saturated with people doing these particular approaches when they haven't got the authenticity, confidence, and the results. That's the stuff that's holding people back. The solution to that is actually take any ego out of the picture and put your focus into DM conversations, focusing on the 5-step DM framework, generating leads to the highest quality, and then have someone else, i.e. me, close the sales on the leads for you, and then generating like $498.50 per sale. Do you want that? Think so, right? But you have to be bought in to understanding what that mission is. That's the mission that we're creating. Like, that's who I always bring into the academy. It's like people who get the mission. It's not just a new offer for you to promote. It's not just something where it's like, can I have the affiliate link? No. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in those people being in the academy. I'm interested in people who are ready to make a change, who, whether they look at it for themselves or they think about the audience that they're serving, is whatever the offer is going to help in terms of serving someone's audience in the best way. For me, the most efficient way to serve any audience is by looking at the outcome of what someone wants to achieve and then providing the most efficient process for someone to achieve that. Not one that is just claimed as being like, this is tried and tested, this is the only way to do it. Like, no, like nowadays for the beginner, it's so competitive. It is so tough for affiliate marketers to break through. And there's so many skill sets that people need to be developing. 4, 5, 6, 7 different skill sets. I'm saying let's strip that all away. Let's focus on one. I'll close the leads for you or for my affiliates, right? And that's how we've built out like a multiple 6-figure business inside of the DM Academy. And that's how my affiliates generate thousands every single month. All right. So if you are bought into that mission, if if you understand that mission, right, and you think you'd be a good fit to work with me inside of the academy, then drop me a DM. Details will be below in the description. And of course, hit the subscribe button. All right. Take care. Talk soon. Bye-bye.